Good morning, everyone. So, I have a Blue Eyes deck for you guys, and it is Blue Eyes Buster Blader. I know that some people have done it. Some people are leaning more heavily into one engine over another. Mine splits it pretty evenly. Uh, both engines are fairly small. You've got a lot of room for hand traps in this build. So uh, I've got a couple of replays lined up for you. We are very much in a hand trap meta, so I'm probably not going to get a replay with the full combo. So I will do like a duel room to show you what you can do if you go uninterrupted with one of your starters. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty. So, first game, we are going second. Now, Blue Eyes Buster Blader is very much a going first deck. So, thankfully, we've got some hand traps to stop them. We got Sage to start our combos, and we already have our field spell, which is great. So, they're going to go for Firewall Defensor into Lingarivo, which is going to turn off my impermanences, so that's unfortunate. But they're going to summon Firewall Phantom and immediately get rid of that Lingarivo for Splash Mage, which is perfect because that is who I would want to interrupt anyways. I hate that stupid mage. Alright, so they're going to grab Kodak from their deck and discard. I think that was Droll. That's going to bite them in the ass. Alright, so Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit on the Splash Mage. They are going to finger my little Ghost Girl, which is terrible. And then, yeah, we're going to imperm the Splash Mage. Sucks to have to use 2 interruptions on the frickin' mage, but yeah, I didn't want that to go through. So, Ogre gets negated, Mage gets negated, and that ends their turn. It's absolutely nothing. So I draw Maxi for turn, and here comes Sage. Sage is going to get hit with a Maxi, so it's time to show you guys how this deck plays into Maxi. So if I didn't have my field spell, we would give them 2 cards. But thankfully, we have the field spell, so we only have to give them 1. Actually, don't even really have to give them anything. I just didn't want to leave the tuners on the field unprotected. So we use the second normal summon of the field spell, summon the Protector Whelp, the Buster Whelp, and then we summon Protector Whelp, giving them their 1 card, just putting Destruction Sword into the grave. We got Prologue, we got Imperm. I'm going to Maxi and Prologue them in the draw phase. And then we're going to use Destruction Sword Memories to summon both the Buster Dragon and the Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Yeah, I love that big guy. And here comes Buster Dragon. And then Buster Dragon is going to equip the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword from and that locks them out of the extra deck. So, see you later, Cyber's player. Good couple little plays into Maxi. Let's get on to the next one. Alrighty, on to the next one. We are going first, and we bricked. Such is the legacy of Blue Eyes. That is the real legacy of Blue Eyes, folks. A brick. Thankfully, we drew Prologue and a couple of hand traps, and it's a mirror match. We know the power of Maiden, so we are going to Call by the Grave on the Maiden. And just go ahead and turn that off for both of us. Not like it matters, but they've got Wishes in their hand. They're going to discard another Maiden, and we're going to Prologue them. But we do not have any dragons in the grave to make the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, so we just only have the Buster Dragon. They grab Blue Eyes and Sage. We're going to go for Sage, and we don't want them to make their Link 1, and they've already wasted their normal summon, so let's Ghost Ogre it. All the tuners in your hand will make a difference if you can't do anything about it. So, they're going to go for Roar the Blue Eyes, getting Blue Eyes White Dragon onto the field. And Maiden's going to attempt to resummon herself, but she has been called by. And then they're going to get Bestial Magnemut, and we're going to say no to that. You've got a lot of dragons in your deck that we do not want in your hand. And they're going to set 1 for some reason. And then they're going to get their targeting protection in the graveyard, get Tyrant Dragon on the field, and wipe my board. But, thanks for that. I needed that dragon. Time for Destruction Sword Memories. It's Buster Blader time, baby! Oh, you done goofed there, fella. We draw Lubellion for the turn. Lubellion's gonna get us Magnemite. Magnemite's gonna banish their maiden, so whenever she's active again, she can't do it again. And then we're gonna get Lubellion on the field. Was going to place Branded Regained, or attempt to, and then we knew about that Veiler. So they probably should have Veilered the Destroyer Swordsman, but what do I know? Time for the battle phase. They're going to go for Majesty of the White Dragons, and we're going to protect our Buster Blader from Destruction Protection with the Engrave effect of Prologue. So they have no choice but to only pop Lubellion or waste their trap. So we hit one and pass. We draw Druis Worm off of Magnemite and say back to you. And because they're a dragon deck up against Buster Blader, and we're gonna Bestial their attempt at recursion when we banish their Sage, and he said that's enough. Oh man, I love this deck. Alright, let's go into solo mode and show you guys what a proper combo can be done if you go interrupted with the proper cards. Alright, here we are in solo mode. We're going up against the Sky Striker thing. It was a go second deck, and this was my first roll out of the thing. I did not have to re-roll hands, so it shows you that you don't always brick, as the replay showed you. So let's get started. We're going to go with Maiden of White, and Maiden of White's going to place Tree Light in the back row. We've already got Wishes, so and we've got a perfect discard, two perfect discards, honestly, with Buster Blader. We'll discard Buster Blader, and we'll grab Roar and Sage. Okay. Sage is going to add the Buster Whelp. So a lot of other decks have you add Veiler here, but you're actually going to need to summon that Buster Whelp here in just a second. So let's see here. I'm going to go for Spirit. So Sage turns into the baby Blue Eyes. It's the Link 1 that searches the field spell. Okay, let's go ahead and do this so it stops it. Actually, wait. No. So having a Blue Eyes in hand can be helpful, because then, let me show you. I've actually got 3 ways to get Blue Eyes on the field this turn, which is awesome. But I've only got 2 tuners, so I might as well just... Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and place Majesty in the back row. As I have Roar. Roar is an extender, honestly could be played at more than 1. But since I have it, might as well. So we'll send that grave. I'll go ahead and use Spirit. Special summon from the grave. And then Maiden is going to resummon herself. Sorry, a little bit of dead air there. Alright, so obviously this is not playing around Nibiru. It's kind of hard to play around Nibiru with this deck. Just have to kind of suck it up. Alright, so we got 1 Spirit. Let's go for Buster Whelp. Buster Whelp's going to get us Prologue. Alright. And because we do have a Buster Blader in the grave, Buster Whelp's going to light up. Do not activate Buster Whelp's effect. That would be awkward. Alright. Alright. Now, since I forgot to do it earlier, we're going to activate Wishes, which is going to place the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on our Blue Eyes. Alright, and now, here, you've got 2 decision points. You can either make your second Spirit and do YouTube combo plus Buster Lock, or you can make the Protector Whelp and then send Destruction Sword to the grave, and completely lock your opponent out of the extra deck. Now, I got lucky and had a Buster Blader in my hand, which means I don't have to send this with memories. Or, no, that's not going to work. Dang. I still need, if you happen to discard Destruction Sword memories, then you don't have to worry about going into Protector Whelp. But you also don't really need Protector Whelp. So I think instead of going into full YouTube combo, I'm going to save the Spirit Dragon and I'm going to go into Protector Whelp. So let's send Dragon Buster Destruction Sword to the grave, set prologue, and we pass turn. A lot less impressive than the full YouTube combo, but it's okay. Alright, so they're gonna do by the void. Let's go ahead and... Alright, so let's send memories and the other Buster Blader. That's why we play 2 Buster Bladers. Yeah, hopefully you're never unfortunate enough to have those in your hand. So... This should be just literally set and pass from the poor Sky Striker. And let's get rid of Buster Whelp. Hello, Buster Blader. And then Buster Dragon. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I don't even need to do that. Perfect. Whoop. No thank you, sir. Buster Dragon is going to set the thing. Hello, extra deck lock. It's interesting to watch the bot play Sky Striker. Target one sets relative. Let's just go ahead and do this, I guess. Thankfully, it's a set card and not a face-up one. Huh. Well, unfortunate. I should have chained Spirit. I didn't know, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and Majesty of the White Dragons them. Show 2, pop 2. Yes. And then we'll destroy you and you. Let's go ahead and summon the Blue Eyes. Hello, Maiden. Alright. They got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Quite hilarious, if I do say so myself. However, you've only got the one Spirit Dragon, so maybe hold off on that. But you can fusion summon with the Blue Eyes using Roar, which is pretty neat. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. You guys can watch me swing for game if you want, but all right, yeah, that'll about do it. Got your second Spirit Dragon. Can go into your Ultimate Dragon if you want, and that'll be about it. You got the Jerusalem in hand to help push for game. Yeah. All right. Let's get into a deck profile real quick. Alrighty, here we go with our deck profile. So running it at 45 cards, and that's just to help reduce the chance of drawing bricks. You throw some extra combo pieces and stuff in there. You can play it without the Bastille package, but then you have to throw some more hand traps and stuff in there to help fill it out. So, running 2 Blue Eyes, 1 Effect Veiler. You probably should play more. I've only got 1, so I played the 1. 3 Buster Whelps, 1 Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, 3 Sage, 3 Maiden, 2 Maxi, 2 Ghost Ogre, 3 Ash, 1 Druis Worm, 1 Ball. Woo! Magnemite, 1 Magnemite, 2 Druis Worm, 2 Buster Blader. I've got 1 OG and 1 Destruction Sword. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, 3 Lubellion, 3 Wishes, 1 Roar, 1 Mausoleum, 1 Brand Regained, 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Crossout, 1 Memories, 1 Prologue, 3 Imperm, 1 Majesty, 1 True Light. Alright, and the extra we'll play in the Big Daddy himself, Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate, Buster Dragon. Having the Royal is optional. Azure Eyes Silver is a great alternative for the turn 3 instead of the second Spirit Dragon, as they can't be destroyed by it makes it so your Buster Dragon sticks around if for some reason you get into that kind of a grind game. Anyways, playing 2 Spirit, 1 Cipher, 1 Crimson, 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit, 2 Baby Blue Eyes Spirits, 1 Seals, 1 Protector Whelp, and SP Little Knight. So there's obviously some flex spots and tech choices in here. So like I said, the Bastille thing is completely optional. I just noticed that I was banishing a lot of light and darks with the Buster Blader thing and with the Bastilles themselves, so Regained helped. So you don't have to play that. SP Little Knight is a tech choice that I have seen used against me, and I thought that was pretty good. It's a good way to get around some things, such as, you know, you can use it to banish True Light off a mirror match and whatnot. But anyways, if you weren't going to play the Bastille package, which helps a lot in this meta with Fiendsmith and everything running around, you could play 2 Thrust. It helps get your it helps increase the consistency of the Buster Lock, while also being able to search you know, Wishes or Roar, or an Imperm, or whatever it may be. Because, like I said, we're in a hand trap meta. I would recommend running Thrust if possible, because it is more likely than not that you're going to get hand trapped while you're trying to do your thing, and at the very least you can set a Prologue. So, and Prologue can win against most games if you didn't completely break. So, yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe on the videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Happy Duelist Cup, everybody. Have a good night.